This offense is not being talked about enough in Madden 25. It is actually one of the hardest offenses to stop, and it is won over $200,000 in the MCS, and I am talking about U-Trips. Yes, U-Trips. It was ran by Big Tay in the Madden Bowl, who made over $100,000. TJ, who made $55,000, and then throughout some other events, people were running U-Trips, and it was actually unstoppable. And I'm going to give you guys the breakdown on how all the pro players run it, the thought process behind it, audibles, you name it. We're going to break this down, and let's get right into it. We are going to be in the Patriots playbook. Patriots playbook is the best to run it out of. There's other playbooks you can run U-Trips in, and that is going to be the Buffalo Bills playbook. It also has some other formations you can go to, like gun normal, but I like the Patriots playbook, and so did Big Tay and TJ. And the reason why is not even just because of U-Trips. You also have this wide trips week. So wide trips week has this GL fork zig play. So this fork zig play is really good on the red zone. So what a lot of people would do is they'll come out in U-Trips, audible the GL fork zig, which is pretty much one simple audible, and then they're going to call this play inside of the 5-yard line. But that's not our focus. We're going to be focusing in the Y off trips patch, aka U-Trips. So there's a whole bunch of good plays. You have Y out, you also have Y option wheel, scat, wheel mesh, you have slot out, and we're going to be focusing on 3 plays. But here are the audibles. The audibles are going to be tight end whip. We're actually going to change halfback power to 56 trap. Really good run. As you guys can see, that pulling guard comes across to the other side of the formation, and it's going to set up really good blocks. We're also going to have scat and Y option wheel, and those are going to be our main audibles in the formation. Now, what makes U-Trips so unique compared to other formations, and I don't know if you guys have realized this, I actually didn't realize this. Shout out my guy Madden Elite, he does YouTube. I will drop his link down below. But if we take a look at something like gun bunch, you see how these old linemen are kind of all directly in a straight line. They're all kind of right next to each other. Now, if we go to trips tight end, you kind of realize that the tackles move back just a little bit. But if I go over the U-Trips, you realize that the guards are also dropping back. So this is going to allow U-Trips to get better blocking that other formations like bunch, gun normal, trips tight end don't get. So once those left tackles and the guards are back, they actually play like loop blitzes better, disengage blitz better, because they're a step or 2 back. So enough talking for me. Let's get into our first play we're breaking down. So for our first play in U-Trips, it's going to be Y option wheel. Now, a key thing we have to remember when we're in U-Trips is the first thing we want to do when we get to the line is we're going to want to do an ID, a double team, something that involves blocking. What this allows us to do is to get a couple extra hot routes at the line. So let's just say if I was just setting up a play and I wanted to put my tight end on a streak, and let's just say we're putting RB on a slant and somebody else. In an actual game, I actually have to wait after my second hot route to do another blocking, to send somebody else on a route. In practice mode, I can set this up however I want. But in an actual game, if you guys, let's just say we double team this left end, I am then going to be able to then put a couple more guys on hot routes. I think I can do up to 3 hot routes before it gets me in an animation where I have to wait to keep doing more. So what I always like to do in U-Trips, and what Big Tay and a bunch of other people use to run U-Trips and run it at a high level, is they're going to ID a slot corner first, and then they're going to make their hot routes. So I always like to ID the right slot corner for loop blitzes. So I'm going to ID the right slot, and then for our first play in Y option wheel, the way we set it up is we're going to make sure Darnell Washington is on a tight end corner, and then we're dragging RB, and we're going to try to snap this ball as fast as we can. So as you guys can see, we had this drag over the middle, and we're going to be able to take that drag a lot. If they're not playing 5-yard hooks or using that, we're going to be able to take this drag almost every single play. We're going to be able to get 5 to 10 yards, and this is against cover 3. My rule of thumb is if I can beat cover 3 in a certain play, it's probably going to be a good play. I always have different variations if they're calling cover 2, cover 4, man-to-man that I can call, but as long as it's beating cover 3, that is my main objective with each and every play. So why is this play so good? So against like cover 3 hard flat right here, we can throw that this drag over the middle, but we can also throw the post over the middle. So we can throw this post over the middle over on the solo side receiver. So right here, Hopefully I don't get shedded. I'm going to get shedded, but you guys see that the post did end up getting open after it passed the hook row. If there's no hook row, we can even throw that on the break. Now, over on the right, Pat Tillman is currently matching with a hook row, but more than likely, that guy's going to be looping, and there's going to be another user on the field. So we should be able to throw it into a window. Right there, a hard flat, just jump back. It has no... nothing to pull that flat down. So like right here, I should be able to pull this flat right here, and we should be able to throw that in a nice window to get the tight end corner. If they start switch sticking around in the flat to guard other routes, that tight end corner is going to be open. Now that fade is there if they run cover 2. A lot of people are going to run cover 2 versus U-trips, so we're going to be looking to see what that outside corner does. If that outside corner is playing low, we're going to be able to throw that fade no matter what. We can throw them on that go. If not, more than likely we're going to be able to throw that tight end corner. And that running back wheel is really kind of here just to throw off snap. Let's just say we guess wrong, or we're getting heavily blitzed. We can throw that running back wheel ASAP. It's super hard to guard just because of how wide that it gets, and also against man-to-man coverage. If they're in mid blitz, if you want to block your tight end, or if you can send 5 out versus mid blitz, you guys are gonna be able to throw that wheel for a 1-play touchdown versus man-to-man coverage. It will fry that, and this is the power play that every U-trips player should know. Big Tay used it a lot when he was playing his games, when he played fantasy, when he was playing. Who did he play? I don't even remember who Big Tay played, and I was in the hotel room with him. Lambo. When he was playing all those guys, TJ, he was using this play a lot to have great success. Sorry, I couldn't think. I'll probably cut up some of this. Maybe not. Maybe you guys might see this. But that is our first power play. So for our second play, it's going to be tight end whip. And this is a really important play because this is the play we're going to be calling a lot versus man-to-man coverage and also zone coverage. So the most important thing about tight end whip is going to be this tight end. Obviously right here, you guys see that this tight end zig right here is going to run really good. It kind of sits in a great spot versus zone coverage. Now, how are we going to make this play better, and how does everybody that played in the MCS run this? So what you are going to want to do, again, same concept. We're going to want ID first so we can have more hot routes. But the next thing we have to do is we have to stem up our tight end. So this zig route is really good when you stem it up. So this has to be second in line. The reason why this has to be second is because it won't count as a hot route. So then when we do make hot routes, we can do 2 other hot routes, snap the ball real quick. And this is the whole point of the offense, is to snap the ball real quick. So after that, we're going to put RB on a drag. We're going to streak our outside receiver. Now, you can block your running back. If you're playing dollar, I would advise you not to block your running back unless you're playing engaged with the guard defense like I dropped earlier this week. But if playing like a loop or something like send 4, send out your running back. But right here, we're going to call the play right here. Again, we can throw that drag, or we can throw the tight end whip once they develop. So we'll do that one more time. Hopefully we don't get shedded by Julius Peppers again. Right here, we can throw either or. The drag's there. We can make a move, make a man miss, get 10 easy yards. Same thing with the tight end. That also beats man-to-man coverage too. So if they are in man, we can do that. And then over really on the right side, it's kind of the same concept. If they're in cover 2, we can throw that fade over on the right, or the streak. And then we also have the post over the middle. So this kind of gives like a different look. Because the tight end zig kind of shows that the tight end's going vertical for a little bit. So some people are going to read that and they're going to be like, okay, it's not the tight end corner. I don't have to worry about anything else. Let me run to the drag. They're going to forget about other things on the field. But yeah, this is a really good play versus man-to-man coverage. And again, another great quick snap play that people in U-trips have been running. My favorite route right here, obviously, is this tight end whip route, just because it sits in such a great spot. 5-yard hooks, like, really can't guard that, just because, you know, we're stemming it up for it to go a little bit deeper. It doesn't show that it goes deep, but like if we just walk right there, it kind of bumped right there. But the previous play before, it did end up going a little bit deeper if you do watch back, which is going to make it harder for a 5-yard hook to guard it, especially if you highball it. But that is going to be our second play in U-trips. So now the next play is going to be Scat. And before I get into Scat, if you guys want to run anything that you guys see that in my games, on my YouTube streams, we have been streaming all the time on YouTube. Make sure you guys check out Top Dog Man for all my schemes, and tap into the YouTube streams, man. I like to answer questions. If you guys have any questions about my ebook, scheme, or just how to get in competitive Madden in general, my YouTube streams are the place to be, so make sure you guys tap in. But we're going to be in Scat. The play looks like this, and what's really good about Scat is Jamal Lewis on this wheel route. So he gets really outside. So even a hard flat, it's hard for a hard flat to get out there. It's gonna get out there, but if they have a cloud, you might as well say goodbye. Jamal Lewis is gonna be able to get some yards right here. And also this spot route too. So if they get comfortable right here, that's against cover 3 right there. We're gonna be able to throw that spot route. But what's the setup for this play? It's pretty simple. Again, we're gonna ID the slot corner. I'm gonna put Washington on a streak, and then I'm snapping the ball. It's actually really simple setup. Now right there, that's a hook curl. Shouldn't throw that versus a hook curl because a hook runs towards the middle of the field this year. But if there is no hook curl, if they're leaving the middle of the field wide open, we can throw that. But we also have this drag over on the right side that comes from the outside receiver instead of the slot receiver. So people are going to try to man up that RB receiver, in which that's going to allow us to throw a corner route over on the right side if it is manned up. If it's not, we're going to be able to throw that outside drag. Everybody's going to forget about that drag. There's going to be no hard flat, no hook curl that's going to be able to guard that. So we're going to be able to throw that over on the right side. And again, we can throw that tight end seam, or we can make our high-low read over on the left side right here. I'm able to throw Jamal Lewis. Now, this isn't a sexy play by any means. All right, you got to take what's given to you. You're not going to go get a one-play touchdown on this play, but you guys are going to be able to pick up easy yards, and it's going to really make your opponent frustrated, start playing more aggressive, which is going to open up Y option wheel. And then finally, the last play that you guys need in U-trips. Finally, the last play in U-trips. I'm sitting at the menu just so you guys can see. The play is going to be slot out. Now, slot out is going to be really good. Now, I'm going to run this versus cover 2. I know I've been doing this a lot out of cover 3, but we're going to do this out of cover 2. And I'm going to go baseline, but I'm going to talk to you guys why this is such a great play. So slot out is a really good play because it has that fade on the outside. It also has a backside post that people forget about, because so much of U-trips goes to the left side of the field and it's all short. So what people look for in U-trips is that tight end. They also look for the slot receiver and then the solo side post route. So that's what a lot of people are looking for when they're playing U-trips. So a lot of people forget about this. So I'm in slot out. We have this fade over on the left. Now this, since it's Tampa 2, might not be able to throw, but as you guys can see right here, this is against Tampa 2. We were able to throw it. Sometimes that half plays a little bit weirder, like the hook curl bumps the outside face, so sometimes we're not able to throw it. But right here, we're going to be able to throw this pretty much. We just went 1 for 2. I think I need a better pass lead right there. But you guys kind of see the vision of what I'm talking about. Let me get a better pass lead on this and step up just a little bit. There we go. Able to pass lead this towards the outside against cover 2. Now, against cover 3 and cover 4, this is going to be used as a clear out, and if they switch stick, we're going to be able to punish them over time. Now, the setup for this play is, again, we're going to ID the right slot corner. I'm going to post the tight end. I'm going to drag RB, and then I'm going to put my running back out on a flat route just like that, and then I'm going to snap the ball. So against cover 3 or cover 2, whatever, we're going to be able to throw Darnell Washington up the seam. If they're not playing in the middle of the field, we're going to be able to throw that with ease. Over on the backside, we're going to be able, we have Deion Sanders on this drag. Again, not a sexy route. We're going to be able to pick up 5 to 10 yards right there. They're going to have to put on 5-yard hooks. And then finally, this actually is probably going to get guarded just because there's so many hooks on the field. But I'm going to try to throw it anyways. I can fit it into the small window right there. Easy catch. If they especially are playing cover 3 or cover 4 with hard flats, no hook curls over on that side, we're going to have a field day with this pass, with this play. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to break down any schemes you guys saw from the MCS or just any schemes in general, abilities, defense, doesn't matter, put it down in the comments down below. I'd be happy to. I'm looking for more YouTube videos. Also, let me know what you guys think about college football schemes too. Until the next time.